Hello. Okay. So we're just doing a bit of last minute setup. And we're going to be live for you guys in a little while. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see what we titled this as. Accept your breaking lawsuit news. Okay. Hello. No, nothing's been postponed yet, Egyptian magician. Nothing's been. Not yet. I know it seems like it based on everything we're hearing, but no, it'll come to an end someday. And hopefully that someday is very, very soon. Just doing a bit of adjusting. Bear with me a little bit. Going on Twitter. And making adjustments to the titles and all that good fun stuff that YouTubers have to do whenever they do a video. You know those good stuff. Sure you do. Welcome everybody that's in here. I know we have 30 of you, but today we have an exciting day ahead. Exciting couple of hours because we're going to be live in the court today with exactly what's going to happen. Exactly what's going to happen. If you don't know yet, there is a court hearing today. The court hearing is today. Actually, it's in about 47 minutes. And we're going to be live from the court. Right, live telling you exactly what happens in the court hearing. We're going to be on the phone lines relaying what happens minute by minute, second by second, and showing you also how the market reacts to today's court hearing. So, again, court hearing is in about 46 minutes now. And we're going to be live. I just got to do some last minute things, Twitters and all of that cool stuff that, us YouTubers have to do. And if you want to be supportive, then you just go on Twitter right now. It's Crypto Geek News and just retweet my tweet for this live stream. Because, like I said, I'm going to be telling you live what happens. I'm going to be on the phone in the hearing and I'm going to be telling you what I hear. And I've done this before and I'm sure you guys, you'll get the latest information, the latest updates, so you know. And we'll be watching the market as we are in the hearing to see how it reacts. So please, if you've not yet clicked that like button, make sure you do that. And if you have not clicked subscribe, do that. If you want to be super, then I would really appreciate if you could go on Twitter right now and retweet the post that I'm about to post. Retweet, so live stream, court hearing, Ripple. I spelled Ripple wrong. Ripple, oops. Ripple versus hashtag SEC. Join now. And spread the word to show word, not world, to show your support. Hashtag XRP, hashtag Bitcoin, hashtag, and I put at Bitcoin, hashtag Bitcoin. I will, don't worry, I'm going to stay legal. I'm not going to live stream. I'm not going to actually record or the hearing itself. It's just going to be me giving you a bit of a summary as to what I hear on the phone. So don't worry about that. I'm legal. Okay, crypto. Hashtag ADA. We'll do, what's the big names? XLM. BLM. XLM. Hashtag BNB. Dog. All right, well, that's good enough. I think that is good enough for now. Let's tweet this. And let's make sure the link works. It should. It does. Beautiful day, guys. Thank you so much for joining on this beautiful live stream. We have a lot to talk about today, and especially with what's going on with the lawsuit. In fact, there's been a lot of documents that have recently come out about this lawsuit, and actually one of the documents, believe it or not, that the SEC submitted was sent yesterday at night, and it's a discovery document, which is crazy. Before I get too deep into it, if you've not clicked that like button as of yet, please click that like button, and if you've not clicked subscribe, make sure you click that subscribe button, as it really helps me out. Now, let's talk about the document that was released yesterday night. And this is going to shock you as it shocked me. So yesterday night, I'm on Twitter looking at the latest updates in relevance to the court hearing we're about to see today, and that I'm about to relay to you. And guess what I found on Twitter? A document just submitted from the SEC to Judge Netburn. So let's go and see this document. Okay. And here is the document. Now, this may look scary at inherent value. You look at the document, it says that the SEC filed a motion 10 hours ago, guys. Discovery was supposed to end today. It got postponed about 2 weeks, and it didn't get postponed for everything. It only got postponed for two specific documents for Chris Garlinghouse and Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. Yet you had the SEC submit a document on essentially the last day of discovery. Last day of discovery. And what do they want? They want video and audio recordings of Ripple staff meetings. And how did it know that these staff meetings even existed? It wants them because it got them from a key former Ripple employee in a deposition taken earlier this month. So, the SEC has been hunting after ex-Ripple employees, essentially, trying to get any information it could about Ripple, which is insane to say the least. Now, I'd love to have a discussion with any of you guys. If you want to join, the Discord link is in the description. I can happily hear you and actually bring you to the attention, and we can have a discussion right now live on YouTube. So if you have something to say or you have any questions, what time is it? So the hearing starts in about 40 minutes now. So it starts at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there is a voice option on Discord, and we can have live discussions on Discord. So if you guys want to talk, go right now and click on that link in the Discord, in the description for Discord. I'd love to have a discussion with you. The other day I was doing a live stream, and I actually had a discussion with a banker. One of the people that was in the stream worked for a bank in the United States. He didn't want to disclose the bank, but he mentioned that the amount of pressure that the banks are having and how much trouble they were having with money transfers and all the complaints they were getting from customers and so on. And he mentioned how this XRP system is really makes a big difference for them, and that regardless of what they say, that it has significant utility and the banks are looking at it. Some try to avoid it and say it doesn't, it's not happening, to try and save their business, but it is happening. So I'd love to have a discussion with you guys. So anybody in here, and actually yesterday I was watching some videos from 2018 for a couple of the SEC member, particularly Hinman. And I've seen a video of Jay Clayton. And Jay Clayton's been now walking back and forth, kind of stepping where he, this is my opinion and this is SEC's opinion. But at one point he was asked in an interview, very straightforward question. How do we get clarity for crypto? And he says, listen, I'm giving you clarity right now. This is Jay Clayton saying that. He says, I'm giving you clarity. When someone says I'm giving you clarity, that doesn't signify that it's the SEC's opinion. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's the opinion of the SEC. I'm actually going to pull this video for you. Going to pull this video to see if I can find it for you guys. Can't find mine here. It's crazy. And these, the SEC has an obligation. Here it is. The SEC has an obligation to investors, but
there's a lot in that.
Here, I'm going to show you this recording, okay? Can I close this? Open it here. Okay. Hopefully don't get straight because this is a news station. So let me show you something here. You can get it shut down. I hope you guys can hear this okay. It's just going to be a very short section. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me okay. So, there is a video recording. I wish I can do like a square. There is a video recording, and again, it's of Jake Clayton himself saying, when he's asked about clarity, he says, well, here's the clarity. I'm telling you right now that, securities act this way. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll do the audio. I'll do audio here. So I'll do the audio for you guys, and maybe you can hear it.
So there's a lot in that area. Let me start with the technology, distributed ledger technology. Incredible promise. It can drive efficiencies not only in the financial markets but in a lot of markets. Fine. Two areas in the financial markets where distributed ledger technology has come to the fore. Cryptocurrencies. These are replacements for sovereign currencies. Replace the dollar, the yen, the euro with Bitcoin. That type of currency is not a security. Let me turn to what's a security. A token, a digital asset where I give you my money and you go off and make a venture. You have some company you want to start or something you want, and in return for me giving you my money, you say, you know what, I'm going to give you a return. Or you can get a return in the secondary market by selling your token to somebody. That is a security, and we regulate that. We regulate the offering of that security, and we regulate the trading of that security. And that's our job, and we've been doing it for a long time.
So you're saying the classic definition of security, you invest in a common enterprise with an expectation of profit. You're saying the way you look at most ICOs, they are securities.
Correct.
Are you planning now to make a clear statement on that? Because there seems to be a lot of confusion about whether anybody is going to get approved or not.
Bob, I hope I just did. If it's a security, we're regulating it. And let me just, we've been doing this for a long time.
Okay, sorry to cut this short, but you guys hear that? You guys hear how he said, I just made the statement? Then it's not your personal opinion. Then you're going out on news stations and you're saying, if it's a security, we're regulating it. And then you go out afterwards and you say, it's my personal opinion. And they ask you for can you tell us what the SEC wants to do? Yeah, I'm telling you right now, we are going to regulate securities. And if they had an ICO, it's a security. Listen, I'm gonna repeat this for you guys again. This is a really important thing, and I think this is part of what's gonna come to fruition in this lawsuit. I'll play this one more time.
So there's a lot in that area. Let me start with the technology, distributed ledger technology. Incredible promise. It can drive efficiencies not only in the financial markets, but in a lot of markets. Fine. Two areas in the financial markets where distributed ledger technology has come to the fore. Cryptocurrencies. These are replacements for sovereign currencies, replace the dollar, the yen, the euro with Bitcoin. That type of currency is not a security. Let me turn to what's a security. A token, a digital asset where I give you my money and you go off and make a venture. You have some company you want to start or something you want, and in return for me giving you my money, you say, you know what, I'm going to give you a return. Or you can get a return in the secondary market by selling your token to somebody. That is a security, and we regulate that. We regulate the offering of that security, and we regulate the trading of that security. And that's our job, and we've been doing it for a long time.
So you're saying the classic definition of a security, you invest in a common enterprise with an expectation of profit. You're saying the way you look at most ICOs, they are securities.
Correct.
Are you planning now to make a clear statement on that? Because there seems to be a lot of confusion about whether anybody is going to get approved or not.
Bob, I hope I just did. If it's a security, we're regulating it. And let me just, we've been doing this for a long time, and we've...
They are securities.
Correct.
Are you planning now to...
So he says, are you planning to tell the market? Listen to this. This is a very important point, and a point that the SEC has bluntly lied in. And this is Jake Layton getting caught in that lie. Okay, again, they keep saying it's their personal opinion, right? That doesn't reflect the SEC. But listen to what he says here, again, to this question.
Saying the way you look at most ICOs, they are securities.
Correct.
Are you planning now to make a clear statement on that? Because there seems to be a lot of confusion about whether anybody is going to get approved or not.
Bob, I hope I just did. If it's a security, we're regulating it.
Okay, I just did. I just made a statement. So in here, he's 100% representing the SEC. So they make it as one time I wear this hat and another time I decide to switch hats. And now it's my personal opinion. Oh, I don't like what I said. I didn't pay attention to what I said. It's my personal opinion. Oh, I want to say something and I like what I said. No, this is a representative of the SEC. Jake Layton in this interview with CNBC clearly said, he's asked the question, when are you going to make this statement clear to the market? He says, I just did. I just made the statement clear. So it's not your personal opinion, because your personal opinion wouldn't make anything clear to the market. In fact, it may add confusion, because really you're not representative of the SEC in your personal opinion. But in this case, when he's asked, can you, as the SEC, make a clear statement? And he says, I just made a clear statement. So this is something that I'm certain Ripple will talk about and we'll get into deep details about in this lawsuit. Sorry, just making some last minute moves, guys. The lawsuit, guys. I'm not the lawsuit. Sorry, my apologies. The court case is in less than a half hour. In fact, we're about 30 minutes away from being live in the court hearing. So be ready. Be excited. We could hear some huge news today. Just so it's clear, I know there's some going out there saying that nothing might come out of it. We might have to wait for a decision. But remember, we're on the very edge of discovery. And the Judge Netburn, has a lot of decisions on her plate right now. She has a ton of decisions on her plate. So she might want to get some of the stuff over with so that she can focus on the hearing, because so far, looks like we're heading into a hearing. Up to this point, no promises yet. Yeah, no, they're just, the lies are very blunt. And it's, they lie with a smile on their faces. And that's really when you can tell that someone's lying so much and they're so comfortable with lying is they lie with a smile. And it's, so what? You know, that type of attitude. Guys, if you've not clicked that like button, let's go ham on the like button. Go ham on the like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do that. The Twitter is Crypto Geek News. I've just tweeted the link to this live stream. So if you can go on Twitter for 2 seconds and just retweet it and get everybody to know, I would super appreciate it, guys. It would mean a lot to me. So let's try and retweet it if you can. I would be forever grateful. I'm going to retweet it myself right now. So if you can follow suit and retweet this live stream, and let's have a discussion. I have my Discord open to voice chatting and talking with you guys. So the link for the Discord is in the description. If you want to talk to me and you want to be live, talk to this beautiful audience of ours until this court hearing starts in about 35 or 25 minutes. Join on. Let's talk. Let's talk and see. You know, I would love to hear your questions. I would love to hear your opinions. And the court hearing is starting in less than 20 minutes now. No, or not less. Yeah, about 25 minutes. So let's talk and have a bit of a discussion. Like I said, last time somebody that was in the live stream was a banker, and he was telling me, I don't care what anybody says, XRP is necessary for banks, and banks are looking at it, because he says there were a lot of inefficiencies in the bank system, regardless of how they tried to make it out, because they think they may lose money, but there's a lot of inefficiencies, and some banks that want to survive, knowing that crypto is going to eventually take over this, this infrastructure and this, this section of the financial world, they're looking at Ripple. And so I love to have these discussions with you guys. So if you want to talk to me, if you have any questions, if you just want to say hello, you're more than welcome to do that. And guys, like I said, again, if you want to be super helpful and you want to share the live stream, then it would really mean a lot to me. So please show your support. And again, if you've not clicked that like button, please do that. Again, we're not going to be live. I know for everybody that's commenting about legal, try to be legal. Absolutely not going to stream the court hearing. It's illegal. Don't do it if you can. Even if you're live on the phone lines, don't do it. It's illegal. You could really face some serious legal consequences. So I'm absolutely not going to be able, going to be doing that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be on the phone hearing what happened in the court hearing and then relaying to you a summary. Or, sometimes if there's specific wording that's important, I'm going to be even relaying that to you so that you have, the latest updates in this hearing. Because you deserve getting the latest updates. You're invested in this company that the SEC is deciding to target for no real reason. And that, and something I heard yesterday while I was watching videos. I was watching some of the live discussions, and these videos or interviews didn't have a lot of viewers, so I don't think a lot of people have looked at them. But I was watching the head of fintech for the SEC. So this is a new organization that the SEC supposedly created to target cryptocurrencies to try and regulate them into, bring them into compliance, supposedly, in a very nice and fashionable way. Crypto man? Where did I say it? So in a fashion, in an easy way. And you know what she says? She said, I might have it still. She goes and says that listen, you can come to us. We're not trying to really enforce laws. We're not going to be suing anybody. We're just going to be. We're only looking at the scam companies that are clearly scams. Otherwise, we're hurting investors, and I don't want to do that. She's the head of fintech. She's the right hand, according to himself, not according to me. According to himself, she's the right hand of Hinman. And she says we're not going to be, going for actions against anybody. I actually have the recording. So, this inconsistency within the SEC is really... This is where we talk about whether there is clarity or there isn't clarity. Thank you. Oh, nobody retweeted yet, guys. I want to retweet. Okay, so yes, and I have a recording of that. Let me see if I can get this working for you guys. I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna have you hear her. Now again, she is.
Welcome everybody. So
Okay, one moment. I'm just doing some fixing here, guys. So she is the head of fintech.
So there's a lot in that area. Let me start with the technology, distributed ledger technology.
Oops. Okay, I'm gonna have you hear her, because this is important. What she says is extremely important.
welcome everybody. And I'll start with, last year I did a session on blockchain, and I started by asking a really easy question, which was I asked something, what is a blockchain?
Okay, I found it. So I want you guys to pay attention to what to what supposedly the head of fintech
Lawyer.
and right
So
hand
nothing here today I should be taking
supposedly
as legal advice, and
of
certainly
Hinman.
should not be taken as investment advice. for
I
other
found her
reasons.
name from Hinman himself.
And so
in an interview-
that out of the way, we can kick it off. And I'll start with, last year I did a session on blockchain, and I started by asking
Okay, I want you guys to. Oops.
on the sixth day something really interesting happened.
I want you to
which
hear.
was the
To hear what
Genesis
she has to
block
say,
of the
okay?
Bitcoin blockchain
Because,
was
again, she's
generated.
the head of
The
fintech.
next block came a few
The securities laws are pretty principles based in this country, and so they are flexible because they're meant to capture any need to talk to other regulators. We can suggest that to them. But our hope is to really encourage folks to come and talk to us, and by doing that, we can be better informed regulators. And we hope that the folks that come to talk to us realize that everything they're giving us, we can internalize and use and input when we're thinking about to be traveling different parts of the country and having these kind of events. Might look at something like that, and if appropriate, might issue a no action letter and say, if you do things just like you've told us you're going to do it, we will not recommend any enforcement action. Now, it's not a total guarantee, but it's a really strong thing to have in your pocket. There's another type of relief called exemptive relief. So rules and regulations are in place to, prevent.
So these are all the things that the SEC can do to give specific cryptocurrency companies a ticket that we're not going to sue you. One of them is, she's talking about it right now, and she's the head of fintech again. She's part of the SEC, and she's the right-hand senior advisor, I believe, to Hinman at the time. So, exemptive relief. I don't know how this is even legal, how you can give some companies, a pass and not others.
Specific harms or address certain situations. If you could come into us and say, we can't exactly comply with this regulation, but we can do these things, X, Y, and Z, that will accomplish the same investor safety or market integrity concerns that you have, will you let us go forward? And in that case, the division could look at it and say, okay, do things this way, and we will give you an exemptive relief. You don't have to completely, comply with this regulation or that regulation. So, and then we have interpretive relief, where if someone comes in and they ask for some interpretation under the law, and they say, if we do things this way, can you interpret the law to mean, that we're doing it within the bounds of the law? And so we have these different things that we've been able to apply over the.
So the real question is, does Ethereum have one of these things? Do they have, she said, interpretive, I forgot what it's called, interpretive regulation or something? She said, so we can interpret the law however we wish, or adjust our way of understanding the law. So if you adjust your way of understanding the law, this is adjusting your way of understanding the law for a particular company. I don't get how this is, again, not conflict of interest. And this is not something terrible for the market, because then you're supporting monopolies, essentially. Right? If you're saying to the one company, like Ethereum, we interpret the law as you are not a security because you're decentralized, which they're less decentralized than XRP. And then you go to XRP and you say, or Ripple, you say, no, we interpret the law that you're not in compliance and you're not decentralized enough. And they can do that. Now, they're going to get screwed with this lawsuit because it will bring up, and it is bringing up, some of these things that were within the SEC. Some, very poor actions and very poor ways of reacting, and absolute lack of clarity, even within the SEC outside of crypto. Guys, again, if you've not clicked that like button, let's go ham on the like button. Go ham on the like button. And please, please, please share this live stream on your Twitters. Crypto Geek News is my Twitter. So retweet the live stream and let's go crazy. And again, the hearing is at about 15 minutes, guys. And we'll be live then.
The years, and there's no reason we couldn't apply it with some of the new technologies that are coming out today. So that is one avenue that folks can come in and get relief from the commission to.
One of the things you talked about a few minutes ago is how our securities laws in this country are principles-based, which means you really do look at the economic substance of the
regulation for anti-money laundering, know your customer, and that type of thing. And then I think on the kind of market risk side, you do see increasingly statements being put out or requests for information being put out across the globe.
We will get back, guys, to the stream because we have only 50 minutes left to go until we are live in the court hearing. So if you guys have any questions, let's hear those questions. If you want to join on Discord, I'd love to hear from you guys. Again, the link for the Discord is in the description, and we can talk. We can talk. Let's talk. So if you are, there's a lounge in there. I'm in the lounge right now live. I'm in the lounge on the Discord lounge now live. If you have any questions you want to talk about, you want to talk to people on live stream, then join on Discord. The link is in the description. And we're going to be in the court hearing in less than 15 minutes. Less than 15 minutes, we're going to be in the court hearing. I am super pumped. Hello? Oh, can you hear me okay? Hello? Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I think it's back to working now. Okay, so in less than 50 minutes, we're going to be live in the court hearing. So, get ready. 14 minutes now. I know the hype is real. The hype is on. We're going to be in the court hearing in less than 15 minutes. So, get ready, everybody, to see some serious action. And hopefully today, we get some real news and a decision made that's going to get this price flying to levels that we have yet to see. We absolutely could. Again, XRP right now sitting at $1.14, much better than last night. It dropped to almost $1.10, so we have seen a few gains here and there. So that is good news. We can't complain about that ever. And again, guys, if you have not clicked that like button, please, please, please click the like button, as it really helps me out. Helps grow this channel. And if you're not subscribed, I would really love to see a subscribe. Click on there as well. With that said, guys, we only have, what's the countdown? What's the countdown time, guys? Give me the countdown. Countdown until the court hearing. Let's go crazy. Somebody give me the countdown. Let's do this. Almost 13 minutes to go until we are live in the court hearing. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I am insanely excited. And really, again, it's a critical moment today. It's a critical moment. Why? Because we are edging towards the end of discovery, and this could potentially be the last court hearing. I know there's people talking about the Slack communications and other things, but I really think the judge is going to clear a lot of things out today, because we don't have a lot of time left in discovery. Even with the 2-week extension, 2-week extension is nothing. That's a very short period away. I think 12 days left on the 2-week extension. So it's really the end right now. We're really at the verge of this case ending. And you could hear even Jeremy Hogan in his last video, which was an amazing video. There was a 2-week extension. But again, guys, the extension is specific extension to Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson specific documents. So it's not an extension on everything. Now it's going to lead to an extension in the expert discovery, but the discovery where they submit documents, for the most part, ends today. And I think this is what people are not talking about and not making clear. Yes, there was an extension, but it wasn't on everything. I'm going to show you something here, guys. The extension wasn't for everything. So really, a big part of the extension of discovery ends today. It really ends today. I'll show you here the extension that was just granted. Where was it here? So, yeah, today is a really extremely important day. And where is it here? The court has granted the extension. Motion to extend. Here it is. Here's the motion. Jointly, look. The Ripple SEC Ripple parties move jointly for a brief extension of fact discovery deadline to take Garlinghouse and Larson's deposition and to extend expert discovery deadlines. So it's just an extension on Brad Garlinghouse's and Chris Larson's deposition, which will lead to an extension of the expert discovery. So it's not a complete extension like everybody's making it sound, like everything is extended. Expert discovery is extended as a result of the depositions being extended. And I have a lot of people that ask me the question as to what is the difference between expert discovery and general discovery. So expert discovery is going to be experts coming in to break down what's already been submitted documents. So, Ripple had requested documents from exchanges, if you remember. Ripple had requested documents from various exchanges, in terms of, proving that most of their trading was happening at the end, outside of the United States, so outside of the jurisdiction of the SEC. Toothbrush Speedo. I'm talking too fast. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. The excitement's starting to go crazy. So outside of the SEC, now these experts are going to come in and analyze that. Say, they're going to tell the judge in simple terms, this much percentage of trading that was happening was outside the United States. Is somebody talking about my teeth? Look at the price of XRP, guys. It's a beautiful 1460. We are seeing a bit of a pump in the price. So pump it up, pump it up, pump it up. So today, again, my whole point is today could be a very big, significant day. And it could lead really to a significant jump in the price. We could be heading on a rocket ship up to the moon, and then possibly, if things go okay, we will head to Mercury, potentially, maybe Venus. We'll see. So, guys, timeline for the court hearing is 9 minutes. So go crazy in sharing. And guys, we need to pack the lines. Honestly, there's no other way. Oh, but look at the price, guys. We're going ham. We're going ham. Did you see that? You guys see that? We just jumped up like crazy. Like crazy. Okay, guys, sorry, I had to walk out for 2 seconds, but guys, the price is going nuts. Did you see that? Oh my God, XRP. Did somebody hear something? Just tell me. Anybody hear something? Let's go on Twitter. Let's go on this beautiful Twitter page and find out if something just happened. Let's find out if something happened. Because this is not a regular price game. This is not a regular price game. Not when you have 1% in like this many seconds. Okay. I don't see anything. I don't see anything yet. But oh, there we go. Okay, guys. Court hearings in 8 minutes. 8 minutes and we get the court hearing. Oh my God, guys. It's getting real. It's getting real, guys. And we're seeing the price reflect that. So I'm hoping the hearing starts in 6 minutes now. 6 minutes until the court hearing. Get ready, everybody. Get ready. We're going to have an action-filled day. Now, it's going to be my colleague that's going to be doing the live from the hearing, talking to you guys about summary of what's going to happen. We're not financial or legal advisors. We're not giving you any financial or legal advice. Always do your own research, guys. But today is a very exciting day. It could really be the day that makes XRP. It could be the day that makes XRP. If you heard Jeremy Hogan's watch his last video, he settled the case in the bathroom of a courthouse in the mid of a hearing break. I'm not saying this is going to get settled today, but what I'm saying is anything could happen. And I think the judge might be looking to clear up because she has a lot of decisions in her plate. And one of the decisions is whether it's a lack of fair notice. If that gets passed, then I don't know, the SEC is screwed. Thank you for joining, guys. 154 people in the live stream. Let's click that like button and go ham. It's only 6 minutes now, guys. Literally 6 minutes until we start the court hearing. And I think we have a lot banking on what's going to happen today. Like I said, today, a big part of discovery ends today. So the judge might want to make some decisions today as some of the facts. Also, remember that the SEC has declined court orders 3 times now. So Judge Netburn could be taking action against the SEC. Absolutely possible. Please, please, please get ready to see something happen. And we're going to keep an eye on the price as all of this is happening. As everything that's happening today, we're going to keep an eye on the price. So let's get ready to see some serious action, and let's get ready to make some real money, guys. I really, I know a lot of us XRP holders are banking on this lawsuit really coming to a close, and we're at the very last stretch. So today is a big day in that relevance, and in the next 5 minutes, things could really adjust, and we're seeing the price pumping as it is already. We're already seeing a price pump. So thank you guys for joining the stream. Please click that like button if you haven't done so. My Discord is in the description if you want to join on Discord or Crypto Geek News on Twitter. But yeah, we're seeing it already at 15. Yesterday it was at 110, and today we are at already 115 from the night. So, and the SEC had requested in the last document, even talking about wanting to get into, get some recordings of internal meetings that Ripple had, and they want to see if they can get it today. So today is a very big day, much bigger than many people may think. And I really think that today we're going to hear of decisions from Judge Netburn. Look at the price of XRP. It's getting some serious movements, and it's not regular movements, guys. It's hundreds of thousands of dollars. So let's hope this is a good thing. Let's hope this is a good thing today. And yeah, look at the gains, guys. I'm watching it, and Normally, you never see gains in the price of XRP during the time of a lawsuit. At the time of the hearing, you never see gains, but today we're seeing gains. And we're seeing serious gains at the time of the lawsuit. So this is something big. I really hope, guys, that we are, I really hope you're ready. Look at this, guys, 117. I was recording it. It was a 113, guys, when I started recording. And we've went up almost 5%. Guys, 5% on XRP. And the price is just blowing up. Guys, the court hearing is in 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Do you see these prices? It's not just... And XRP doesn't react like this. XRP... Are you in the call? Guys, we are on the call. We're live. Look at the price of XRP. I'm going crazy. It's amazing. We're live on the... We're on the phone. We're on the phone. We're in the call. It's super exciting, guys. If you've not clicked that like button, now you need to. And you want to buy my coffee? There's a super emoji thingies. It buys me coffee. I would really appreciate it. But I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. Only a few minutes ago, we're on the phone. We're on the phone right now. We're live. So don't worry, we're not going to miss out on this court hearing. It's taking off. The excitement is real. The action is real. And I'm giving you it, the way it is. Sometimes I'll tell you something you don't want to hear. Sometimes you want to hear what I have to say. But I try to tell you the truth regardless. If you've not clicked that like button, guys, please click that like button. 118. 118. And this is a level that they were saying was insane resistance. And we're surviving it. Guys, again, if you've not clicked that like button, let's go ham on the like button. And if you've not clicked subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to talk to me on this beautiful day, then just join on Discord. The Discord link is in the description. There's a voice section to Discord. So, guys, we're at 19. Oh my God. Do you guys see what I'm seeing? I hope you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Holy shit. Oh my God, I'm not supposed to say that. But this is exciting. All right, I'm going to leave this with Crypto Geek Jr. He's going to record this. The price is skyrocketing to the moon. We're at 200 people live in the chat. Let's click the like. Like button is where it's at. And we're live in the court hearing. We are in the court. Right now, it's just a matter of patience and waiting. So let's just hold on. Wait for Judge Netburn to come up and say something, okay? We're just waiting on the introduction and beginning of this court hearing. So a beautiful price action. Just, I gotta say this, and you guys are watching it right live here. Beautiful, beautiful price action. We've went up almost 10%, guys. I know it's a crazy number, but we've literally gone up almost 10% in the last 2 hours. So insane price action, and this is the kind of price action you like to see before a court hearing. Because remember, now is the time where judges, where lawyers are starting to hear of what the other lawyers have to say, right? We're not going to be in on that. We're not going to be in on the conversations that are happening between lawyers. But when you see price action like this, it's just a beautiful thing. And it really comforts you going into the court hearing, which is right now. It's 12 o'clock, guys. It's live on 12 o'clock. So I'm going to move over and give a bit of space to Crypto Geek Jr. He's going to give you guys a live, minute by minute, 120 madness happening with the XRP price. Let's show him XRP. Let's show him what you're made of. I put a tweet out on Crypto Geek News. I said, XRP is going to show real cryptos what it's made of, and it is starting to do that. Let's hope this signifies something big, because trust me, even hundreds of thousands of dollars don't move price this much in a matter of 2 hours. But we're having insane price action, insane price movements in the last 10 minutes. 10 minutes, we've seen over 4 to 5% gains in price. We're at 121. 121, can you believe this, guys? Shocking numbers, but XRP can do shocking things. We've known that. You should know that by now. XRP could do massive shocks to the price, and it's really the only cryptocurrency that has the potential to skyrocket like that. It's really the only cryptocurrency that can jump Look at this, guys, 122. Tell me a cryptocurrency that will jump 10% in a matter of an hour. Tell me one cryptocurrency. Don't tell me ADA, don't tell me Dogecoin, don't tell me XLM, don't tell me any cryptocurrency. There's no cryptocurrency that will have these gains in this short of a time interval. None but XRP. We're waiting on Judge Netburn now. We're on the phone, we're live, we're on the court hearing. We're just waiting for somebody to introduce the session. But XRP really shows, in instances like this, this is the time where you see the true value of XRP. This is the time where you see how much people really trust in this cryptocurrency with a lawsuit during a court hearing where, court hearings don't always go the right way. Sometimes they go the wrong way. Yet you have so much trust, people have so much trust in XRP that you have these massive gains. And it's not just, look, guys, it's 122. 122 right now in a matter of a couple of, this is, honestly, go back on the live stream if you really want to see. In the last 30 minutes, we've had over 8% gains. We're officially 122. And we're going up. So I'll have Crypto Geek Jr. take over right now. And I will be close by. But insane price action. Just absolutely massive price action. Guys, if you've not clicked that like button, I really want you to go ham on the like button. We deserve it, guys. We've captured these moments of XRP flying. We're live in the court hearing. Come on. You can click that like button. It takes a slide of a mouse away. And if you want to be a super crypto geeker, if you want to give us a super chat for some coffee, we would be. I'm sure appreciate it. Nice cup of coffee in the morning. Me and the world, and every little bit helps. So, guys, click that like button, please, please, please. And if you're not subscribed yet, I want to see that subscribe button go nuts. I want to see it go nuts. By the way, your coffee is in the microwave. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Crypto Junior here, and as you guys know, this telephonic conference is not like any other telephonic conference, and this is why, as you guys can see now, we are already seeing price action, which has in normal telephonic conferences, we don't really see much of a price movement until the very end. And this is what I really want to go into more in detail about this telephonic conference, because this is one that is going to be a major impact in the future of this entire lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC. To give it into you guys short, and I'll go ahead and put up a tweet right here to show you guys. But this telephonic conference is going to be about give it in the SEC or XRP and Ethereum. It's fine. If you're not in the call, I'm already in the call, so I'll be able to tell you any new updates that happens as it comes out. And this is what I normally do for any telephonic conferences anyways. But so the let's go ahead and actually pull this up very quickly. Let's pull up a tweet right here for the here it is. Let's go. All right. So the telephonic conference that we're discussing here today is let me see if I can find it just so you guys read it. But in short, it's about privileged documents, internally privileged documents, which okay, this one. All right, but this is actually the calling for. Okay, so below are the public call and details for the Ripple defendants' motion to compel the SEC to produce certain documents that the SEC designated as privileged. What does this mean? Basically, guys, if we get a win on this document, then we are going to be able to take these information, these internal documents, use them in the fair notice defense, and get a win there. This is why the SEC is so scared, because if we do get a win in here in this telephonic conference, then it's going to give us a higher percentage possibility of winning the fair notice defense. And as you guys can see, the price is still pumping $1.23 right now. As you guys can see, everybody was doubting XRP. It was $1, I think, 14 when we first started. Now look at it. It's $1.23 and it keeps on pumping. Okay, let's have a look here very quickly. The last time I seen, I'm pretty sure they said the resistance was at. So I said the resistance that we had a bit of a resistance at 121. The next resistance was 125, and then we also have a resistance at 128, right here. So as you guys can see, we do have one at 128. If I can quickly zoom in a bit. Actually, it looks like we broke a lot of the resistance, but yeah, we have one at 125 right here. 128, we have a little one right there, but it should be easy to pass once we get close. But those are kind of our resistance marks right now. So our nearest resistance right here. And this is okay. So we have a first resistance right now. The Fibonacci resistance is 117, which was old. This is a bit old one, an older one, but one which we passed that when we passed the second resistance. And if we're talking, yeah, we passed basically all of them. We have a resistance 3, the classic resistance, which is $1.23.9, which is about $1.24. But for Fibonacci's in general, we have basically passed all the resistance. We're gonna have new resistances probably as we go ahead through. Oh yeah, I hope she treats SC like someone Judge Judy doesn't like. Is the case already on? No. Are you in the call, bro? Yes, I am in the call. So as you guys know, during every single telephonic conference, I'm always the first one to be on the call, and I'm always updating you guys with any news that comes out almost instantly. I'm trying, or at least I try to summarize it, but it is a bit difficult here because I try to cut them up in parts. So I hear a part, for example, and then I let you guys know, and then I kind of have this little space area where I write notes as well. But you guys will know exactly as it's, happens, everything in the lawsuit, in the telephonic conference, you guys will get. That's a guarantee. But make sure you guys like the live stream. We currently have 242 viewers in the stream. Make sure you guys smash the like button to show your support on the live stream. Subscribe to my channel if you are brand new. And what are we expecting in today's price? So if we go ahead and if we go ahead and basically go look at the price chart right here. So oh my god, everybody's typing in the chat. I can't at least hit new all-time high. Okay, that's what somebody said. Okay, so what are we expecting in the price once this telephonic conference is going to get a complete? So if this is a win, so we do get a win in this fair notice, in this telephonic conference, which is a major game player in XRP and the fair notice defense, we're going to see prices skyrocket. Now, it's hard to really give you guys exact numbers to say, okay, it's going to hit $2, it's going to hit $3. It's impossible to really say that because you don't ever really know. And this is because, we could say that, and then I could tell you guys, for example, okay, it's going to hit $1.50, and then we get some negative news in crypto, not even just for Ripple, but in crypto in general, that's going to undertake its value no matter what, so it's going to go down. Who thinks we are going to hit $2 today? That's a good question. Type that in the comment thingy below. What do you guys think? Are we gonna hit $2 today? So we do see a bit of a correction here. We did go to $1.21, but that's not even really a correction. It's just normal manipulation for XRP. XRP is a cryptocurrency that is going to be used worldwide. So you're going to have banks, especially banks, go ahead and buy and sell and buy and sell. That's just how it works. Alright guys, so we currently are at 145 likes. If we can get 60 more people to go ahead and like the live stream, that would be greatly appreciated. Any news on the conversation? So let's go ahead and see, and let me see this. Okay, right there. Let's see if there's anything new right now. I'll go look up my sources very quickly, and then let's go ahead and actually see what people are saying today. As you guys can see, XRP is very bullish. Somebody said a little bit of a transcript. Let's see. Let's have a look. All right. So there is basically nothing right now. I'm on the call, and they're kind of waiting. Sometimes this is because of bug repair. So if there's any issues between calls, between the lawyers, they kind of delay this. And, they kind of wait to make sure everything is fixed. So right now, at this exact time, there is no audio in the call, even though I am in the call. But I think very shortly we will be able to see, some action here. All right, let's see if I can call Crypto Senior right here.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep, you should be good. Welcome
Guys,
back.
it's so exciting. I am so hyped, super excited as to what is going on right now. The prices are just mad. XRP right now getting ready to blow off up, really bypassing every single. Look at the percentage gains, guys. Let's look at the percentage gains for XRP compared to everything else right now in the market. No comparison. It's really showing it can really, in a matter of minutes, outbeat every competitor that exists out there. The court hearing is only a few moments away. Actually, we're live. We're in the court hearing right now. Right now, we're in the court hearing, and we're just waiting on Judge Netburn to start the case, and then we'll give you the updates minute by minute. But really, XRP, you could see, guys, today from 111. What's today's start, the price? Today's open was, or throughout the low was 109. 109 was the low, and the high today, 123. So XRP really showing that in a matter of 30 minutes, it can make up for all of the gains that any other cryptocurrency has had. And really, this is showing the power of XRP and the belief that people have in XRP is real strength. It doesn't matter what people were saying. It doesn't matter what people were saying about XRP. You could hear what people were saying a little while ago about XRP. They were saying XRP was weak, XRP was done, XRP blah, blah, blah. But what are they saying about XRP today? We should be hearing some amazing things about XRP. The 10% gains, 10% gains in a matter of 30 minutes. Where do you see that? Tell me one cryptocurrency that has that. Everybody's going up 1-2% XRP right before a court hearing. This should be negative. This should be a time where the price drops because people fear. But you're still seeing price gains for XRP. People have so much trust in XRP that it gains over 10% in a matter of 30 minutes right before a court hearing. So this is very good news, and we're still continuing to see price gains. It doesn't matter if you see these little corrections. It was, again, 109 yesterday. So what if it goes down from 123 to 120? So what? And then he jumps back up. It's not like it's done doing that right now. Right now, we're sitting at a very comfortable 120, close to 122. But this is outstanding news for XRP. And guys, we're in a court hearing, and this court hearing, really could be the difference for XRP. It could lead to the end of what is happening against XRP in this lawsuit and this hunting down of specifically XRP. Now, the SEC coming out today or yesterday at the middle of the night, an hour or a couple hours before the end of discovery, saying we want some of the internal documents, meetings, recorded meetings that the XRP had or Ripple had with its managers and members within its team. Obviously, that is going to, according to Judge Netburn, and this is not according to me, probably going to get declined. She declined giving the SEC internal tradings within Ripple. Why? Because he said the Ripple state of mind doesn't matter to you, SEC. That's none of your business what they were thinking. What matters is that you provided the clarity that you're obligated to do for the market. That's your job, SEC, is to provide this clarity. Did you provide it? Yes or no? And this is what we're fighting in this court hearing, not whether Ripple, what Ripple's state of mind was. So again, with the SEC requesting these internal documents, they're hunting after Ripple's state of mind, which the judge has inherently from previously said, I don't care about Ripple's state of mind. Doesn't matter to me. You're the market regulator. Your state of mind and what you provide to the market is relevant. And that's why she granted Ripple access to the SEC's internal documents. And she didn't do the same for Ripple. When the SEC wanted Ripple's internal documents, Judge Netburn said, no way. Why does that matter? Why is there meeting with their, they requested the lawyers, the meetings with the lawyers between Ripple and their lawyers. And again, they got a no from Judge Netburn because why does it matter what their state of mind was? It doesn't matter what they were talking to their lawyers about. So does the SEC suddenly now think that the Judge Netburn has changed her mind and she's going to give them all the internal business meetings? I mean, think of yourself, if you're a company and you're releasing these audios of your internal meetings, this could really be used by your competitors, essentially. So it could hurt your own business. So they're not going to, I mean, you would never give that away. And the SEC is trying to say, we asked Ripple. We asked Ripple to give us, to say if they had any audio or whatever, or any documents. And Ripple said no. Well, obviously they're going to say no. This is internal meetings. This is none of your business. So what? If they had a conversation in the bathroom that was recorded, you need to hear that? Really, it's bizarre, to say the least, honestly. And it's really showing that the SEC is a dirty player in the market. It's sad to see that when you see a market regulator, when you see somebody that's meant to protect investors, playing dirty games like they're like they're some sort of spy, or it's really strange. I mean, they're an internal agency, so we're just waiting on Judge Netburn to introduce. We're live on the phone call, waiting for Judge Netburn to introduce the case. But yeah, when you see.
All right, so she is introducing the lawyers, and she's kind of going over exactly what we're going to be discussing.
So I'm going to step away. I'll let you go right back into the court hearing and report from inside the court hearing. So we're live in the court hearing. Judge Netburn is beginning to introduce the lawyers. So I'm going to move it over to my colleague that's live on the call.
Okay, so I think she's telling the SEC right now. She's asking them right now. Is it objective or subjective right now? So, is your questioning, and if I can have a look here and see, so. She says that she has reviewed all the documents in regards to the motion, and that she doesn't want to discuss any Slack issues today. Okay. Okay, so as you guys seen, so they're currently bringing up other cases in reference. Oh, Slack, yeah. So they're going to be discussing the SEC's process privilege and not Slack messages. So they're saying that right now the SEC's privilege, the documents are highly relevant within the case, especially in within the discussion of Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin. So this is Ripple. So Ripple's saying that the documents, the privileged documents that the SEC is saying are privileged, are very important, especially when we're talking to in reference of Ethereum, XRP, and the SEC, and that the SEC can't really argue anything otherwise, because as part of our argument is we are the exact same as Ethereum. By the way, as you guys can see, the price pump right here. So basically, they're saying again, once again, they're basically saying that the so they're saying okay. So they're also saying that they're re-referencing the idea of clarity. Look at the SEC right here. They weren't really sure in 2013. They weren't sure. They weren't sure 2013, 2014. And now they're coming out and saying there has been clarity while there was no clarity. So all right, guys, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, please. Helps me out. So now Judge Nutburn is kind of discussing a different case that she dealt with that is in relation. So she's saying the one that she's referencing is a security fraud case. So there are different in that, like, so they're saying that. So now the rebel side is saying that yes, not only that, but so not only are the documents going to help support the claim that we were fighting on, but it's also going to be of use for us in these fair notice hearing. So as you guys can see here, though, we do see, lots of price action. If you guys can see it here, lots of price action. Price going up, price going down, based on every single word Judge Nutburn, the Ripple team, or the SEC saying. And this just shows you guys how closely monitored, everybody's looking right now. So the Ripple side's still saying that now they're trying to say that XRP is a security, while they weren't sure only a little bit earlier, before they filed the lawsuit. So the SEC, they're saying that the SEC is arguing that only external conduct is relevant. And they're saying the internal memos are relevant in showing that XRP is not a security. And that they're saying that the documents are highly probative. And now they're going back to one of the cases that the judge referenced and kind of saying, both of these cases are not relevant. Like, they're not the same. You can't connect. It's a different case. And that's kind of what the judge is agreeing with him. Because what she said, so the judge was basically referencing a case that the SEC referenced in one of the documents. So she's saying, she said, look, okay, in the document, the SEC, referenced this case. What do you think about that? And this is now where the Ripple team is saying that, as you can see, Judge, like they're not the same case. They have very distinguishing features that are not similar at all. All right, guys, please smash like button. It definitely helps me out. It helps the channel. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. If you guys want to go ahead and get me a cup of coffee, there's a super chat, and you can click the join button to get all the latest news. So, did somebody give you yours? So, in summary right now, basically, they're saying the internal memos are of value in every way in terms of the fair notice defense. They're going to need the internal memos when they fight for the fair notice defense. They're going to need the internal memos because it's very relevant to, proving XRP is a currency and proving that, XRP did not have clarity whatsoever. And this is kind of going to be what everybody sees. They're also saying that one of the cases that they see referenced are invalid because they are very different. Even though the SEC thinks and is using the claim to try and say, yeah, they're the same, they're very different. We also can use these documents for proving XRP and Ethereum are the same even in the SEC's eyes, but they're trying to deny that. Because in these documents, we're going to have words like XRP similar to Ethereum, or XRP and Ethereum are both carry this and this feature. So they're saying this for securities that ICOs, for cryptocurrency companies that offer ICOs, promise profits. Saying, but for us, we don't promise profits. As you guys can see, look at the price right now, constantly pumping up. Very, very nice. Please smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. Let's go ahead and hit a new milestone. Guys, only 50 more likes and we hit 300 likes. Sure support. Please smash the like button. So he's coming back and he's saying this is, again, it's critical to the defense of the case, especially since they're trying to argue that, XRP is security. And it's going to prove that it was not so obvious at all that XRP was security. And there was no, clarity whatsoever that they offer. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, guys. Let's go ahead and hit a new milestone. The goal is to we were trying to hit 8,000 subscribers. So do your support, do your part. Hit that subscribe button. We also offer all the latest news every single day. We post a video talking about XRP. Last year of the hearing, yeah. Every single day we make a video discussing any brand new news regarding XRP. So show your support, guys. You guys will definitely, you won't regret it. So now there's no audio right now in the lawsuits in the telephonic conference. So I'm guessing maybe somebody's having issues going in. Smash the like button the exact same way Superbad just said. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe. But as you guys, if we reference back, we are seeing, a nice little recovery. XRP values coming back up. We might make a new high. Maybe today is the day where we start to hit that 130, 140, maybe even 150, which is crazy to even imagine, but it is very, very possible. XRP is known for doing these action prices instantly, instantly just skyrockets. And this is what we are hoping to see today. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you're following me on Twitter. I also update every single day on any of the latest news. Make sure you make sure you retweet this as well. But make sure you are following me on there. And now if you guys want to drop any questions as we go ahead and wait. Yeah, there is zero audio right now going on in the telephonic conference. Interesting. I wonder if somebody is having issues. There is no voice at all. That's weird. Okay, so as we wait for hopefully the audio, I think they are having technical issues right now. As we wait, let's go over this and have a quick look at what is going on. It says, what did somebody say here? I'll answer any questions. They muted. Yeah, there is no voice at all. You're not allowed to record. Well, I'm not really recording the audio. I'm just summarizing it. Just bought some more before the pump. XRP expected to price boom. XRP is going to price boom with or without this XRP telephonic conference. It doesn't change anything. XLM is a copy of XRP. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. But as you guys can see, they're having technical issues. So if you have any questions, drop them down below. Please hit that subscribe button. It would definitely do me good. And if you haven't clicked the join button, make sure you do that as well. I think they're back now. Wow, they are muted right now. Okay. So everybody got kicked out and now we're back in. Okay. So this is Ripple speaking, and they're saying that look, the SEC is saying this is one big deliberation. So, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a real recap right here for everybody that just joined into the live stream. So what happened was we started off with Ripple saying the internal memos are very important for three main reasons, and the first reason is going to be that we're going to be able to use this to prove XRP is not a security, and this is the most important. We're going to be able to show that there wasn't any clarity. The SEC didn't know there was any clarity. They weren't even sure, and they were just now using the claim. They're also these internal privilege documents are also important to us for us linking Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin together, proving that XRP and Ethereum were similar from the start. And this is going to be by taking these documents and reading literally off of them, because we're going to see words that like similar, alike, being used in those documents to prove that even the SEC knows that XRP and Ripple and XRP and Ethereum are similar. The next reason is we're going to be able to use these documents in the fair notice defense. The fair notice defense, which is going to basically be one of the biggest telephonic conference, which is going to allow Ripple to use the point the point of we didn't have enough time, there was no clarity in the market, is all going to be acceptable in the fair notice defense. So it's going to be a key aspect in the fair notice defense. And so that's what a short recap of their points basically. This is the last day of discovery, guys. So now he's telling the judge that, look at this, look, judge, they're not giving us any documents as well. So he said every single document the court ordered we have not got at all. We have not gotten a single one. So they're saying it. So he's saying 29 of the documents that we were supposed to get, we did not get a single one. So he's saying is there's 40 documents. Out of those, there were 29, so 40 that they were supposed to get. Out of those 29 of those documents, they didn't get at all. 11 of the documents they received in a very redacted form, which means very simplified. It wasn't the actual document. It was little bits here and little bits there. So they had given them only chunks of the document. So he's saying, look at this. There's nothing deliberative in those documents, and we didn't get a single one. XRP dumping, no. But look at this, guys. That's true. Don't you see there's something off right here? Why is the SEC hiding and not giving any documents? Why is the SEC not giving documents? Judge orders documents. They don't get the documents. Something sounds fishy. Make sure you guys smash the like button right now. Let's hit 500 likes, which is 200 more people. We definitely have it. Make sure 200 more people hit that like button and show your support. Subscribe to my channel, everybody. Subscribe to my channel. I do post daily, and it does take a ton of time. So by you subscribing, you get the latest news. And of course, to top everything up, if you would like to buy me a cup of coffee, since we're going to be here for some time, click the super chat down below. Get your little nice emoji. And if you join as a member, you get constant updated emojis. But let's go back into the court hearing. Okay, so now she's gonna ask, I think, the SEC. So she's asking them, in the reckless standard, is it subjective or objective? Correction now? I don't think so. I think this is normal. Buying and selling of XRP, especially as you guys can see, XRP is already in banks all over the world. So you're going to have times where it buys a lot and times where it sells. So this is perfectly normal. So this is the SEC now speaking. Interesting. So he's saying, the SC lawyer is saying, yeah, look, he spent all of his time. The SC lawyer, I didn't understand anything because he spent all of the time literally just defining what a fraud case is and saying, yeah, they're not relevant. Interesting. So they're saying that a lot. What they're gonna say now, like a lot of. I feel like he's just rambling at this point. I'm not like. So he's saying, yeah, look at there's another judge that did, there's a case where that they dealt with where the judge didn't allow. So he's saying that's kind of, you know what? It's kind of funny to see that where, you know, when they say, okay, well, look, there's another judge that didn't allow this, so you shouldn't allow it because that judge didn't allow it. Kind of, it's funny, right? Like, am I the only one that's laughing about it? Because if you have a look at, like, it's kind of like pressuring her into saying, yeah, look at that judge. It's not fair if you do that. So he's saying, well, look at them. Look at the Ripple team right now. And right now they're saying that the fraud case right now is irrelevant and that they're different. When, you know, sometimes they use fraud cases. So right now they're right now they're saying that, look, Ripple is always using the claim, we're unique, we're not the same as the Kick case, we didn't ICO, so we're different, we're unique. And now they're saying, okay, we want internal memos that have documents about everything. So he said he's saying right now is that as you guys can see, every time they go ahead and speak, once again, they keep on referencing the idea of unique, and they make it feel like they're back to back with unique. And so nothing works on them. He literally said back to back. Guys, who's winning? Ripple's winning, of course. It's clear. They're getting destroyed. Right now, his only keyword is look at Ripple. They keep on saying they're unique, and because they're so unique, they say that nothing works on them. He said they're back to back with unique. Oh, that's funny. That's really So, in short, what happened right now in this, so the judge told turned the case over to the SEC, or not the case, turned the microphone to the SEC and asked them, is it objective or subjective? The SEC cited multiple previous court cases, and it's not about objective or subjective anymore as per our view. Ripple saying XRP is unique, but then they refer to specific fraud cases and don't want this fraud case that we're mentioning. Judge interruption. Why? So she's saying is the SEC's position that in order. So she's saying is the SEC's position that Mr. Garlinghouse was objectively reckless. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, guys. Don't you guys see that every single telephone conference, the SEC has to get interrupted? I don't think I've seen Ripple get interrupted. Every single time I'm in telephone conference, it's always the SEC getting interrupted by the judge questioning their points. So now he's kind of defense. So the way we think Mr. Garlinghouse was reckless, because he didn't, they're asking him, did you ask a lawyer? Did you ask somebody? So he's saying that they feel like he's reckless because they're asking him. That's so funny. Okay, so what he said is, we feel like he's reckless because that we think he didn't ask anybody. He didn't ask a lawyer. And we feel like some SEC official's opinion is not relevant. So he's saying, wow, she caught him. She told him that means it's subjective. Why are you saying it's objective? So is this So what you're saying right now is a subjective test. Why did you say it was an objective test? He's screwed. He doesn't even know what to say anymore. He doesn't even know what to say. Guys. So she's asking him, if internally in the SEC, all the commissioners, she's saying, so the question here is, internally were the SEC officials like having lunch and saying, yeah, we don't know what to do about this? Wow. So she's saying that the defendant's trying to basically see or know if internally the SEC didn't know what to do about it and are now just arguing. Are now arguing a point that really doesn't matter because they didn't have clarity anyways. Wow. So in short, guys, she's arguing as if she's Ripple. She said, basically, Brad Garlinghouse right now, we're trying to see if the SEC internally didn't know or didn't have clarity. And like there were, for example, an example here is, while, Brad Garlinghouse, whatever the case happened, the SEC came, they were sitting at a lunch table and they were just saying, okay, yeah, we don't know what to do. This is the example she referenced. She said, if the SEC was sitting at a lunch table and we're saying, okay, yeah, we don't know what to do about this because they didn't have any clarity. Wow, that's a good point she used right there. So, in short, guys, I'm going to reread you, reference you guys the note here. So the judge said you are confusing objective or subjective. Let me clarify that for you. So if you think it was unclear, was it reasonable to understand how Brad acted? Now the SEC is referencing a Nacho case. That's so funny, guys. The SEC doesn't know what they're talking about. XRP price should be skyrocketing, and it will, hopefully. Make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. It definitely helps me out. I'm gathering my notes right here as well. That's why I'm mentioning this. We're so close to 500 likes, only 40 likes away. If everybody could just smash the like button, if everybody could subscribe on the channel, if you could just hit that subscribe button, it would not only help me out, but guys, you would get the latest news I post every single day discussing any new updates about the SEC lawsuit. And right after this live stream, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be uploading a video summarizing it for you. Make the points clear right there. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Do your support. Please, please. The goal is to hit 8,000 subscribers today. So every sub does support and every sub does count. So thank you, guys. And let's go back into the hearing. So now he's saying, look at the Ripple. The entire argument is just that there was confusion. And he wasn't really doing anything. All his points were, oh, look how confusing it is. That's what the Ripple side. That's what, the SEC is saying about Ripple. He's saying, yeah, you have to look what the SEC was doing and saying to measure anything. So he's saying if Ripple's saying that XRP was unique and XRP is different, then why does it matter what anything else means or document? What does it matter that these internal privilege documents matter? And he's saying now Ripple's saying is that Ripple needs to know everything that the SEC thought about a lot of other digital assets and a lot of the other digital cryptocurrencies. Oh, interrupted again by the judge. He's interrupted again by the judge. He's saying the consequences of that are wow. So he's saying that there's only 3 documents out of all the internal documents that they want that are talking about XRP, and the rest are about other digital cryptocurrencies. So the idea of them trying to get everything is not fair. Yeah. Sometimes they say life's not fair. Give them the documents. So he's restating the same point over and over again. He's saying, yeah, look, Ripple's using the claim of, yeah, we're a unique asset. And now they're saying, okay, yeah, because we're so unique, it opens the door to us being able to see all the digital cryptocurrencies that the SEC thinks or that the SEC discuss. So again, he restated the exact point right here. He's saying again, yeah, Ripple keeps on using the idea of, you know, we're so unique, so now we can swing the door to having a look at the opinion of every cryptocurrency that the SEC dealt with. You know, this is contrary to a lot of the court cases that were done, you know, previously, even to Supreme Court cases. Judge interrupted the third time. She's saying, so what you're saying is, so now she's saying that, so now she's asking whether or not the court needs to know the moment in time which the deliberation. Okay, so in short, she's saying that, okay, so you SEC, now you're claiming that everything is privileged. Why? And so, here, let's see if I can recap a bit for you guys here on my notes. Okay, so in short, this is what the SEC said. So the SEC said, right, let me explain. References, then it referenced the previous case. I do not think that Ripple pointed to a single relevant case to defend themselves. They say the XRP is totally different and unique, and they are asking the SEC for documents in regards to other crypto assets. How does that make sense? They are now asking for documents protected by the DPP, but do they really have references to XRP? Ripple says that the XRP is unique, and since we were sued, that opens the doors to get all the DPP documents. I don't think it is any basis for this request. It would be significantly damaging for the government if they had those documents. Then the judge says, what you are saying is all the DPP protection you are seeking also applies to a lot more different assets. That's basically it. Those are the notes. Guys, hit that subscribe button, guys. We need everybody to subscribe. We need every single 1,500 of you guys in the live stream to hit that subscribe button. If you want to be extra, extra nice, click that super chat. Buy me a cup of coffee. I really need it. And of course, realist means, that's it. Guys, follow me on Twitter as well. Let's hit 3,000 followers on Twitter. Let's hit 3,000. Follow me on Twitter, Crypto Geek News. Oh, wow. So, what's really funny to me right here is that the SEC is rambling, yet none of it seems like it applies. And it's funny because, you know, Ripple is like almost never said XRP is unique. We need those documents. They don't say XRP is unique, but it's, man, Ripple. And the SEC is hilarious sometimes. So right now, I'm just giving it to you guys, you know, clear. Judge interrupts him a fifth time. Like, he keeps on getting interrupted. Judge interrupts him again. The SEC. She's saying, how would I know from this what the decision is and when it was rendered? Now he's saying the problem is. She's talking about, you know, clarity. So he keeps on saying the same thing. He's saying Ripple says that we get everything because we're unique. And what we do is you have to narrow the scope. That's funny. That's funny. He said, he just repeated the same point again. You know what he says? He said right now, he keeps on saying that look at Ripple. He keeps on saying, look at Ripple. They keep on saying they're unique. Okay? Keep on saying they're unique. And so what we have to do is we have to narrow their view and tell them, okay, specifically what they are to try and limit what they can get. It's hilarious. You know why? You know why I'm laughing? Because he doesn't have a valid point. He doesn't have a valid point. He's just using one claim. Not even a claim. A claim in short. Not even. I don't even know if that's a claim because he's just saying his opinion. He's just using his opinion and repeating the same thing over and over again, which is, look at Ripple. They keep on saying they're unique, and they're trying to get everything because they're saying they're unique, which is something that Ripple never even said. Ripple never even said, look at us. Okay, look, lawyer. Look, judge, we're unique. He got interrupted a sixth time now. So she's saying that the judge conducted a camera court review, and the SEC's response to that is to what? Section C of your letter. So she's saying that Ripple wants an in-camera review, which she normally does for privileged cases, and you're saying, SEC lawyer, that you don't want that. Oh, she might do it. She said my inclination is to conduct a camera review, which is what I normally do for all these cases. It's so funny, guys. The judge doesn't even, like, she's disagreeing with SEC 100%. She's saying, you don't want something that I normally do anyway, so I don't understand what you're really arguing about. She said, I don't understand what's the reason to not conduct an in-camera review. So the judge doesn't even understand what she's arguing. That's why it's funny, guys. That's what's funny. When the judge that's supposed to be deciding doesn't understand what the SEC is saying at all and 100% disagrees, it's just hilarious because the guy's just rambling and nobody understands what he's saying. That's why I say subscribe to my channel so I can simplify everything, and I always let you guys know every single day about all the latest news, what's going on between XRP, Ripple, and the SEC. Make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. We are trying to hit 8,000 subscribers, so every subscriber counts. Also hit that like. Let's try and hit 1,000 likes, guys. Show your support. So now, the SEC is saying, wow, look at that. So now he's saying that my concern is that, look, Ripple has been, doing a criminal offense. They've kind of, in short, he said scam people. In short, I'm saying. He says they scam people to get some of their money. So that's my issue. By the way, guys, my Discord is down below. Make sure we get everybody in the Discord, guys. Make sure you guys all join the Discord. It's down below. I update almost every single day in the Discord. Almost every single day. So make sure you guys go ahead, join the Discord. Link is down below. Click it right now. Interrupted. That's like the 6th time he gets interrupted, by the way. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to re-summarize what just happened right here. So the judge is saying, is there a reason the SEC thinks I should not be doing an in-camera review? The SEC says, well, you can do it if you want, of course, but there are previous court cases that show that in-camera reviews in this type of situation should not be done. We think they're getting special treatment. He said, we think they're getting special treatment and they've had issues in the past getting money through special treatment. Interrupted 8 times. She says, to be clear, I'm not suggesting that the defendants review the documents. She's saying, I'm suggesting I review the documents. But the SEC doesn't even want the judge to review the documents. Imagine discussing with the judge why she shouldn't review the documents. That's so funny. Am I the only guy laughing here? The SEC is discussing with the judge why the judge shouldn't see the documents. That's hilarious. That's just, what? Is that a joke or something? Is that a joke? Oh. So XRP is dropping in value, people are saying. This is normal, guys. This is normal. Once we're done the telephonic conference, you'll see this price recover. Alright, guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Let's try and hit 1,000 likes and 8,000 subscribers. Smash the like button. We can't... So, the issue is, guys, that if I broadcast it, you're not allowed to legally broadcast it. So... I'm summarizing it for you guys. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Show your support. Smash the like button and subscribe, everybody. So now she's saying, I want to know why. I don't understand why you guys don't want us to move forward with this, but I'm probably going to go forward with it. And why do you think Ripple will get special treatment? Yeah, this is what the SEC says. The SEC says, yeah, if, the court is going to do it anyways, then we agree with it. If the court's going to do it anyways, of course. Yeah, they don't want the judge seeing those documents. That's insane, guys. It's so funny. Dennis, man, you're the best. He says, hey, he's listening and trying to keep up with what they're saying while he's talking to us. Hey, give them a thumbs up. Thank you so much, brother. It is so hard. So, the judge... So, I'm going to do another recap here very quickly for you guys using my notes. Oh, by the way, the judge said she does believe it's necessary. So, 1 second, before I do the recap. She's saying, what I would like is us to do an in-camera. Interesting. So she's gonna give them. She's gonna try and play it neutral. She says, "Okay, so I'm gonna give some things to Ripple, but I want the SEC to give them some limited. But I want documents from both of you guys submitted to me discussing exactly what you wanted in all those documents. The internal privilege for." And then she'll issue the ruling. Interesting. She's gonna see the documents as well. And then she's gonna go ahead and see which documents should be produced or not, or make a decision. Okay, she's gonna tell us exactly when. So now she's asking them when they would like to file, because we're trying to find a time and day to get those documents. What? Okay, so trust. So on the 14th, we're gonna see an SEC reply, and then on the 2 weeks after the 14th, so the 28th, we'll see Ripple's reply. All right, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be recapping every single thing that's going on in the lawsuit, so don't click off. It's going to be very important. I'm going to go through every single thing from the start of this whole entire telephonic conference to the end. We're going to go over everything. I have all my notes here, and they're very worth the listen. Okay, so this is what's going to happen, guys. I'm going to go ahead and... Interesting. So now the SEC... Okay. But he's just... the SEC just mentioned about paperwork submissions. So she says she's gonna try and put a decision as fast as possible. Let's see. The SEC is speaking. Okay. The SEC is just mentioning that, okay, now we just finished filing yesterday night for the Slack motions. Okay. All right, guys. So I think I'm going to jump right into the notes here. I'm not sure if they're done yet or not, but I'll recap the end, and then we'll go and kind of restart for all the Bernie people and recap here. So interesting. Okay, so I think Ripple wants to just re-go in, she said, and say that, yeah, I want to just go over a few very quick points. I won't repeat anything. To answer saying, yeah, in-camera review makes all the sense. It's Ripple speaking. we don't agree that we were reckless at all. All right, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let's hit 1,000 likes and 1,000 subs. That's so... Okay. He's saying, we just want to make ourselves clear. Recklessness is objective, not subjective. See. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so he's right now he's talking about William Hinman right now. He's saying the HCC has been using a sword and shield style, kind of where, they put out, for example, in this case, the attack, they put out a motion that has zero relevance to what they need, like Slack documents. And then, whenever, somebody tries to file a motion or do anything against that, they put up their shield and they start to say, no, okay, why do you guys need that? So, Judge has been great. So, he's saying we really need to impose some fairness and notice on this process. There's a really weird noise coming out of the... He's saying, yeah, there's no standard that you need to apply because the SEC is talking. So, the SEC says, or the Ripple says, we appreciate what the court is doing. So he's saying, Ripple's saying that they had not alleged DPP accurately. So he's saying that we believe that you, Judge, should look at a lot of the documents, probably even a lot more than just the privilege process, because there's a lot of information. Okay. And he's saying that you could have made a ruling now the DPP was improperly invoked. We still think your opinion is it's appropriate and it makes a lot of sense. But thank you for your indulgence. So we're going to see the defendant's response on the 28th. We're going to see the SEC's reply on the 14th. All right, guys. So she's also going to look at a lot of the motions that have just been filed. Okay, so I'm going to do a recap here of what happened from the start of this entire lawsuit for anybody that's brand new to the channel and that just came into the live stream. So we started off by, of course, the introduction of the lawyers here. So the lawyers were checking in, and then we were just waiting for the judge. Then the judge arrived, and the lawyers' presentations are being done. So the judge came in and started off this telephonic conference by saying, I have reviewed all the documents in regards to this motion and will not be discussing Slack documents in today's issue. Okay. Then she continued on by saying, in your opinion, and this was to Ripple, in your opinion, Ripple, then the SEC, in regards to aiding and abetting charge, is it objective or subjective? Ripple then started to reply by saying, after defending against the chart and citing previous cases, the answer is objective. The judge then started referring to a specific case that the SEC had cited. And then she says, please discuss how that case does not affect my analysis. Ripple then said, the SEC refers to a case that is simply not relevant for multiple reasons. The case referred to a different situation completely. Ripple also continued on by saying, it was a criminal case, a fraud case. Something this case is not. But putting up those charges, it opens the door by the SEC to being explored. Those documents will be highly valuable to prove XRP is not a security. Then, of course, we did get a silent side note where, there was basically no audio. Everybody was put on hold. And everybody went to go buy more XRP. Okay, so then the audio came back, and Ripple continued on by saying, and this is what a lot of the people heard, Ripple started discussing when DPP applies. The SEC has not made the showing on why DPP applies to all documents. Secrecy is not the point of DPP. We asked if we were going to get the document. The SEC said that all the documents were covered by DPP. Ripple also continued on by saying the SEC has offered some documents recently, but they are heavily redacted or protected by lawyer-client privilege. We are not saying that the SEC is showing bad faith, but here it is ripe for your honor, that the DPP is badly applied. The judge then turns to the SEC and asks them the exact same question. Is it objective or subjective? The SEC starts citing multiple previous court cases. Multiple different court cases. And continues on by saying, Ripple is saying XRP is unique, but then they refer to specific fraud standards. The SEC continues on by saying now referring to the case about objective or subjective. The SEC hoped to have answered the judge's question. The judge then interrupts the SEC and says, hold on, was Brad objectively reckless? SEC, we would need to ask questions of Brad. Brad knows what he believed, and he can say that to the court. Judge interrupts again. Hold on. You are confusing objective or subjective. Let me clarify that for you. And that's exactly what she literally said, let me clarify that for you. In her own words, so if they think it was unclear, was it reasonable to understand how Brad acted? The SEC, right. Let me explain. Refers to a previous case that had happened. And then she continues on, the SEC continues on by saying, I do not think that Ripple pointed to a single relevant case to defend themselves. They say that XRP is totally different and unique, and they are asking the SEC for documents in regards to other crypto assets. How does that make sense? They are now asking for documents protected by the DPP, but do they really have references to XRP? Ripple says that XRP is unique, and since we were sued, that opens the doors to get all the DPP documents. I do not think it is any basis for this request. It would be significantly damaging for the government if they had those documents, which are the documents that the SEC is claiming are internally privileged. The judge then interrupts again, and this is what the issue that we're starting to see. Every single telephonic conference, we see the judge interrupt the SEC side and not really interrupt Ripple. She also sometimes acts as if she's a Ripple lawyer, which is why the XRP Army definitely appreciates it. So to continue on, the SEC keeps on saying continues on by saying, I do not think it is any basis for this request. It would be significantly damaging for the government if they had those documents. The judge, so what you are saying is all the DPP protection you are seeking also applies to a lot more different assets. Then you see the SEC side very confused. They're not sure even how to answer that question. They're embarrassed, and he was so lost. But he then answers by saying that all DPP documents have end dates on the different subjects. Judge interrupts again. How am I supposed to know all this? What you are saying, how and when deliberation ends? Yeah, SEC, I understand, but Ripple says XRP is unique. And this is when I was laughing. It's like every single time the judge asks him a question, well, look, XRP is unique, and they keep saying that, so it's not fair. But the judge continues on, interrupts once again, and says that the request that Ripple has made is for me to make an in-camera review, something that is common. I honestly believe the SEC didn't even know what they were arguing for. They were just arguing. But anyways, the judge says the request that Ripple has made is for me to make an in-camera review, something that is common. The SEC says that an in-camera review is not necessary. My inclination is to conduct an in-camera review, as Ripple has requested on the documents that they have selected. The judge continues on by saying, is there a reason that the SEC thinks I should not be doing an in-camera review? The SEC, you can do it if you want, of course. That's so funny. Imagine going to telephonic conference where you're supposed to be debating and arguing the point that, Ripple should not be doing an in-camera, should not be doing an in-camera review. And then when you go ahead and they ask you, do you think that, or is there any reasons that we should not be doing an in-camera review? You say, no, you can do it if you want to. That's hilarious, I gotta say. That does not make any sense. But anyways, let's go back. So the SEC says you can do it, of course. But there are previous court cases that shown that in-camera reviews in this type of situation should not be done. We think they're getting special treatment. That's so funny. They think Ripple's getting special treatment. The judge then says, I'm not suggesting that the defendants review these documents, but that I get to review them. The defendants have brought up valid arguments showing that DPP privilege was not properly applied in these cases. In this case, I think. The defendants are not getting special treatment. The SEC, of course, we will follow the will of the court. Citing previous cases, in-camera review is usually reserved for when when problems in a process have been identified. Judge, I do want the in-camera process applied. The SEC will now send me the documents from Appendix A. The SEC can file certain portions of the letter as redacted, but should redact as less as possible. Judge, if I conclude that these documents should be produced, they will be. If I determine that the DPP process was not applied correctly, then more documents will need to be given as well. The judge, setting up schedule for documents to be produced and replies as well. Redacted and unredacted documents are now requested from the SEC. She will review them and get back with a response as quick as possible. Ripple also mentions the way the court is approaching this is completely sensible. Repeating their position on objective for subjective and recklessness is objective. Says that important notes from the SEC also needs to be turned over as they are critical for the fair notice defense. We think, and this is Ripple in this case, we think that the SEC has fallen flat on their DVP process request. We suspect that more documents will be wanted by the judge after Appendix 8. We think that Your Honor can pass judgment right now if wanted. So, this is the notes that I was getting. And again, it is really funny for, a bunch of reasons. Number one here is even the SEC at this point is, confused. Like, they went into this telephonic conference lost, not sure what they were arguing. And this kind of brings me to see that, as you guys know, the SEC is just arguing for the point of arguing. They don't have a valid reason to argue. They just want to argue. And I think this is because they know they are on a losing path. They are really on a losing path. And now we can see, if you guys have any questions, drop your questions down below. But we can see that there was a bit of a correction for XRP price. Again, it's not that bad. 118 is perfectly fine with us, and it actually is very good. As you guys can see, the market is down, so I was, I knew there was going to be some type of downtrend anyways, and this is what I kind of mentioned prior, and I said, if XRP were to pump up in value, I can't give you guys a single number as to what it will reach after the telephonic conference, even if there's a win, because if Bitcoin goes down in value, even if it was supposed to pump to $2, it's gonna crash. Or its pump is going to be significantly less. And this is what happened now. Maybe if Bitcoin was at, 49,000, which was before its downtrend, we would have seen maybe XRP hit that $130, $1.30 or $1.35. But since we see Bitcoin is down, it's obvious XRP is going to go down as well. It's just known to see. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as well as we go ahead and give you guys the latest and most trending news. Every single one of you guys is greatly appreciated. Let's hit 1,000 likes. So show your support, guys. Thank you guys so much. And let's keep on going. Okay, let's quickly do this. All right, so let's go back on to XRP right now. And let's do a bit of technical analysis right now as well. So as you guys can see right here, let's shift onto the day, because I believe the day is the most logical way to do it. The day trend right here. Whoops. Oh, okay. So if I zoom in right here, so there is something that I really noticed, and this is kind of what really caught my attention right here. So every time that we've had kind of like the yellow line underneath this blue line is when we've seen a so this yellow line was here, we've seen a decrease. But now that the yellow line is above, we are hoping to see a pump, as you can see right here. If you have a look right here on the times that we hit all-time highs, see this yellow line right here? I'm simplifying it for you, of course. It is above the blue line. And this is kind of why it is so exciting. Guys, we are only 60 subscribers away from 8,000 subscribers. Do your part, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you are brand new to the channel. It definitely helps me out. The rating on the wall. If you have any questions, guys, drop them down below. When is XRP going to $10? Soon. All right. Resistance levels now, guys. Let's have a look. So there's currently a resistance level that we are building on 119, 126, 136 as well, and 148. As you guys can see, we are going to hopefully be able to build some support levels. Support is already building at 116. We're having a building of support, which is fantastic. It's definitely very good news. Like I said, resistance. The closest one though now, the closest major resistance is 118, which we will be able to hopefully pass. I believe so. The resistance after that looks to be 123. Again, these are all minor resistance until we get to some of the bigger resistance here. Resistance is here like 126. But as you guys can see, overall the price is very good. We did see a I'm gonna say right now it's a 5% increase, 4.1% increase, which is definitely fantastic. In a dark red market, 4% is definitely very good. Polkadot as well. Interesting, Polkadot. Well, let's shift back onto XRP right now. As you guys can see, follow me on Twitter as well. Crypto Geek News right here. But if you have any questions, this is the golden time to ask. I will be answering every single question that gets asked. So let's go ahead and see. Drop your questions down below as well. Would you guys like me to get a technical analysis on? 3 years. So how much will it go end of the year? So there are predictions. It depends, obviously, whether the lawsuit is complete or not. People predict that if the lawsuit were to get complete, then we could see an increase of up to 10 to 15 USD. That's a crazy number, but it is one that people are saying are possible. 10 to 15 USD. What would you guys do with that money? That would be just amazing. For a cryptocurrency worth, about $1. is definitely good. So let's bring on a technical analysis, a crypto analyst, crypto senior right here. I'm going to bring him in hopefully on the call. And let's see if you have any questions, drop them down for him. He'll be going ahead and answering a lot of these questions. Alrighty, guys. So somebody said, I want to sell now, but I'm waiting. Why aren't we moon yet? So right now we're just kind of waiting on the lawsuit. So something I want to quickly do a bit of a review here, and if I can click right here, let's jump on Twitter. Let's see what is going to be next. And there are, of course, no official right now, decision on this up on a conference. Judge Netburn setting this up to order the SEC to give them to her review in camera. But what we are, Ripple files motion to extension of time until Tuesday, September 7th to respond to SEC's motion to compel turnover of video and audio recordings of Ripple staff meetings. Okay, so currently, telephone conference at 12. These are what is upcoming, which this has been complete already. By the way, the discovery deadline is already done. So we have now passed discovery deadline, which is just fantastic. Okay, let's see if I can bring...
Hello, and welcome. I'm back for a little while, not for too long. I'm just back to give you a bit of my thoughts and sort of my views on what happened with the lawsuit. Okay, can you hear me okay? Okay, so I think we had a bit of, again, increased building of that barrier between the judge and the SEC. You could see in this particular case that there was a lot of argument between the judge and the SEC lawyer. In fact, it got to the point where the SEC lawyer was telling the judge that you are favoring Ripple over any other crypto. This is a direct attack at the judge herself, which is something you don't do if you're a lawyer. You don't do it. You absolutely don't do that if you're a lawyer, particularly if you're trying to win a case. You don't go after the judge. And this was a direct attack at the judge, saying, and I was really shocked when I heard that, you go and you tell the judge you are favoring Ripple. What does that mean? Are you trying to doubt the validity of the judge? Are you saying that the judge is taking sides? Absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable for cases like this, because again, you're putting the judge, you're going on the wrong side of the judge. And the nice thing that Ripple did, and you could see right after that, Ripple was trying to side by the judge. You could even tell by the last remarks that Ripple gave, saying, the decisions you're making are accurate decisions, they're correct decisions, this is the way that these things go and should go, so you're making a good call here. And this is Ripple trying to get on the good side of the judge, because they saw clearly that the SEC was targeting the judge personally. Now, the problem is, I still see a bit of a leniency on the judge's end towards the SEC. And perhaps it's because of their government agency. Again, it's hard to speak out against the government agency, even if you're a judge at this scale. Even if you're a judge at this scale, it's hard to speak out against a government agency because, again, they're backed by political parties. Like Gary Gensler was appointed by the president of the United States, Joe Biden. So there are fine lines that even the judge has to try and walk, because I can guarantee you 100% that if it was a private company that was talking to the judge, the way the SEC is right now talking to the judge, this case would have been over. I can guarantee you that. There's no way a judge would accept being disrespected. And I don't care what anybody else says. I seen that as a disrespect towards the judge. If I was a sitting judge, and I was told that, you're favoring Ripple, this was an attack on my own integrity. No, I'm certain I am, nothing in life is guaranteed, but it's really like, have you ever seen a case where a party goes out and says to a judge, yeah, you're treating them better than you're treating us. I'm not a jurist, but this is, put yourself in any judge's shoe and watch previous cases and you will see what I tell you is real. Have you ever seen a party go out to the judge and say, Judge, you're treating them better than you're treating us? I've yet to see this happen, ever. It's just unbelievable. There's not a single case that I've watched, and I've watched a couple of cases. I'm not going to say I'm a biggest expert, I'm not a lawyer, but it's reckless. Like your decision or your livelihood or this lawsuit is dependent on what this judge decides. And you go to the judge and you say, Judge, you're not doing your job right. This is not how it works. What are you talking about? No, this is not how it works, and you're treating Ripple better than you would have treated anybody else. Does that sound normal to you? Does that sound like a way a judge should be treated, or is okay with being treated? Well, we'll have to see what happens over the next little while. I'll try and answer any questions if anybody has any questions. Anybody have any questions for you? Yep. Hello.
Yeah.
Anybody have any questions?
Let's see. I don't think so. As of this time. So there's a summary here. It says Judge Nutburn will rule on DPP citations on each document on September 28th. For those who don't understand, the SEC lost their argument. This is a huge but too many non-lawyers hitting sell. Because the price is going back to what it was before.
Hey, listen, it's expected. There's a bit of a hype, obviously, at the last time of the lawsuit. And we didn't really get what we wanted out of this lawsuit. It didn't do bad for Ripple, and by no means did it do bad, but people were hoping for more. It did good. In fact, I think we really, it went to show again that the SEC is becoming more desperate by the day. That's very clear. But we were hoping for more. I think that's probably what you're going to hear from a lot of people is, we're not quite where we would like to be. So I think we might see a bit of a drop. It's possible. And, we'll probably head back to our starting point before we continue our rise. But that's okay. This is how these things go. And it's not a big deal and just kind of part of the journey. And everybody that's invested into Ripple is invested in the journey, and they know that obviously there's some risk associated. But at the end, we look at the end goal sometimes. And when you're invested, you invest in not just tomorrow. You invest in the future, and the future is going to hopefully be better than today. Just kind of the way it is, right? Again, if you guys have not clicked that like button, let's go ham on the like button. And if you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe to this channel. We give you the latest updates minute by minute. We try to go as good as we can, update you as soon as we can. So support us by clicking that subscribe button. It really helps out. And our Twitter is Crypto Geek News. But that subscribe button, we only need 45 more of you to subscribe, and we're at 8,000 subscribers. And if you want to be super and you want to click that join button, I know a lot of you complain about, how fast or the accuracy of the specific phone, review or summary that we're giving you, but it's not easy. It's not easy for anybody to be able to hear something, on their ear at 1 second and relay it or summarize it a second later while still trying to hear the next thing. So it is hard, and I really appreciate Crypto Geek Junior particularly for doing that. It's a big task, and it's very hard to do, and he's done an excellent job actually doing that. So let's all give him a big thumbs up. Give him a big thumbs up in the chat, and a thank you maybe. And if you want to be nice and give him a super emoji or super chat, super sticker, whatever you want to do to support him, it's good. I mean, it means a lot. It's not easy. You're on the phone for a couple of hours reporting before and after and trying to take notes as you're doing that and following up with Twitter and looking at, notes from here and there. And it's not easy. And you still get people in the chat that complain and talk bad about you while you're working hard to provide this info. And, it's nice sometimes to get a bit of a boost back to say, thank you, you did a good job. So thank you, Crypto Geek. You did an excellent job in that stream. It was really, really good, and we learned a lot from it, and just kind of part of the journey. And sometimes you'll miss something, and sometimes you get something, and it's just the way it goes. So thank you. And again, guys, he needs what, 40 more people to click that subscribe button to celebrate the 8,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we are so close to 8,000.
38 more subscribers, and we celebrate the 8,000 subscriber milestone. So let's, guys, do your part. I mean, it doesn't take much from you. It's free to click the subscribe button. It's free to click the like button. Support your fellow XRP community by doing that. And again, it means a lot. It's a click away. And it makes it that much easier, right? Continue to support us. The Discord is the link is in the description, and again, the Twitter is Crypto Geek News. We update the Twitter, like we're on Twitter 24/7, and we update Twitter right away. So it's good to have to be the first to see, because the price reflects in what's happening in the news. You can see this court hearing. You had a big fluctuation in the price just because of certain things that were coming and going. So it matters to know when to buy and when to hold and not buy yet. So you need a good Twitter, and we try to provide that good Twitter. And the Twitter is Crypto Geek News, and you'll see the link again for that in the description. I really hope the settlement does come in days. It's still sounding like it might be a little early for a settlement. But really, you never know. It could come tomorrow. Who knows? It could come sooner. It could, nobody really can tell you right now when a settlement. We're probably predicting at the end of discovery, but we still have a bit of a road ahead of us. So let's go ham on that like button, guys, and show your support. Like I said, we're at 29 more people, and we're at
29 more people. That's crazy.
29. Yeah, it's hard to imagine. Only months ago, we started this channel. Obviously by with your support and your views and your likes and your subscribes, that we are almost at 8,000 subscribers. It really means a lot to us. Maybe you don't see it from your end, but we do. We do see it, and we do appreciate the support. Yeah, I hear my voice echoing. But yeah, so let's like I said, support us. Click that like button, click the subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are on, because I try to do a video, or we try to do a video every single time that we see a document come out from the SEC or from Ripple, to try and break it down in simple terms that everybody can understand, and that everybody can. We're not financial or legal advisors, but this is part of your journey in doing research and deciding on your next move. So we want to be part of that, that research that helps you make wiser and better decisions, and that's what we strive for. So make sure you make sure your notifications are on, and that you're so that you can get the latest updates. And I'm sure, hopefully, you find benefit and at least some education and maybe some entertainment. Sometimes I make a couple of jokes here and there, entertainment in watching these videos. So again, your support is much appreciated, much needed. You're subscribed. Oh, if you are a subscriber, I want to see a heart. If you've subscribed, if you're a subscriber, put a heart in the chat. Let's see how many people are subscribed here. Let's see all you subscribers going crazy. Heart in the chat for subscribers. Every subscriber put a heart in the chat.
I wonder if any of our members are in here. We currently have 2 channel members officially, Sharpshooter and Herman Enslin. So these are people that have clicked the join button. They actually get special
nice.
emojis.
Nick Christopher, shout out. Joe Bombo, shout out. Burgertown Music Group, shout out. I love that heart with a fire. Resam, heart. Shout out to Resam. Shout out to Rocky Scream. Shout out to Adrian A. Don't have a broken heart. Just subscribe, Joe Bombo. Thanks for subscribing. Shout out to ABG
Dano.
Mastley. Shout out to Wally Burton.
Shout out to Dano.
Dano? Where's Dano? I know. I'm looking at hearts. That's why. So if you got shout out to Guy Darge. Big shout out. Thank you for the subscribe. Where else are we gonna shout out?
Well, if you're not
Give me a heart if
subscribed,
you're a subscriber. I'll give
hit
you a
that
nice shout out.
subscribe
Shout out to Mark Casino. Shout out to Damash Chloronic. No problem, Sergio. Shout out to Gunnar. Shout out to Anupam Singh.
See the emojis right now? Look.
Oh, wow. Are these
Custom
the
emojis.
join emojis?
Yeah.
Shout out to Doug Gilmore. Shout out to Christian Eaton. Shout out to Muhammad Faisal. See those emojis? These are the join button emojis, guys. Click that join button, man. It would be so nice to see somebody click a join button. You get a beautiful little icon. Shout out to Rishian Versha. Shout out to Rishian Versha. You subscribed 5 times. So if you click the join button, I'm gonna sing a song for you. I'll sing you a song. Click that join button. Be a joiner.
Could you please give a summary of the hearing? I'm having my rest and I did not caught
Izzeddin Karboob, thank you for the subscribe. Sergio, we'll do a summary. We'll create a video. We'll do a video summary. So just have your notifications on. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm going to make a video and we'll summarize every single point. Make things a
Crypto
lot easier.
Realtor Vin, thank you for the subscribe. Kryptonite. I don't know. That's not a heart. So I don't know if you're subscribed. I'll give you a shout out.
Make sure you subscribe to make sure you actually get the notification for the video. Post notifications on, of course, so that you get to see it and show your support there.
Linford Morananan. Thank you for the subscribe. Can we do a TA? I'll sing a song
analysis.
if somebody clicks that join button, or
Can we
if
do
I
a
get
technical
a
analysis for
super
extra?
chat emoji. You guys want to hear my beautiful voice?
Technical analysis.
Okay.
There might be a bit of a recovery. Starting to see the price come back up. We were down. Of course, we did reach, what was it? Let me see if I can Yeah, we did. It was at a dollar. What was it? Today's low, or the day low was.
I think it reached after the lawsuit. It reached $1.16.
Yeah. No, today it reached past $1.60.
Lower, I mean. No, it went way higher.
Yeah, it was
But that
$1.24,
was
but
low.
I see it. It says the day start was $1.10.
Guys, only 18 subscribers away from 8,000 subscribers. I know 18 of you can. Okay, let's go back to the shoutouts. Jose Hernandez, thank you for the subscribe. Linford Maranan, thank you for the subscribes. You guys think we'll go sub $1 again?
Do you think this lawsuit is
$1,
going to keep on
sure.
getting extended?
What?
Do you think the lawsuit is going to keep on getting extended? Because at
Nah,
this point,
I
3
think we're
weeks
done.
extension already.
We're done with extensions. Got
Got
No more
extended
extension.
3 weeks, right? Because of deposition, I think. So now we're or something, yeah, until November 12th, I think.
2 weeks it got extended, not 3.
Until November. Until mid-November. We've
The
seen
subscribe button. Go ahead. I want these 18. You guys are going to see us celebrate if we get 8,000 subscribers. Or if we get a super chat emoji, or if we get a join button person. You'll see a big celebration. You want to see us celebrate. So it's a good feeling. Isn't it? 15 more and we're at 8,000 subscribers. And Andrej, we're gonna do a recap video. So just make sure you subscribe and that your notifications are on, and you'll see that recap video. We will do the recap. Just again, subscribe and make sure your notifications are on. We'll do a recap video. No major change, Jay. Basically, the SEC attempted to tell the judge that they don't want anybody to see the documents. They said first they were arguing that Ripple shouldn't see them, and then the judge offered the opportunity for her to see them and see what needs to be passed on to Ripple. And then the SEC decides to say, no, even you shouldn't see them. These are, documents that nobody's allowed to see, and you shouldn't see them. And the judge was saying, why shouldn't I see them? And they were like, yeah, you shouldn't, under blah, blah, blah. There's a case similar to this and a case similar to that. And the judge says these are criminal cases. They're not the same thing. And they said, nope, they are, and they tell the judge, imagine, they told the judge, you're giving Ripple special treatment. Imagine. The SEC lawyer went out and said to the judge, you're giving Ripple special treatment because you're seeing these documents. And she said, how am I giving them special treatment? And so anyways, it concluded as in the judge is going to see everything, whether SEC likes it or not, and they're going to decide what gets passed on to Ripple and what doesn't. And if she feels like something requires more information, she's going to get more documents from the SEC. So this is really how the case ended.
I think the funniest part of the case for me was, when the SEC keeps on re-referencing the idea that look at Ripple, they keep on using the excuse they're unique and they're trying to take all the documents. And that was the point that he was repeating for basically all of his arguments. It was that look at Ripple, look at what they're saying. They keep on saying they're unique and they keep on trying to take documents because they're doing that. To me, it just didn't make any valid sense whatsoever. He didn't have a valid point. They came into this telephonic conference without really any pure statements that were backed by facts, nothing at all. Even at a point where the judge was like, you understand that you're arguing, like what we're arguing in this telephonic conference is in-camera review. And then he's like, oh, well, he didn't know what to say because I don't even know if he was prepped to go in. He wasn't really sure what they're even arguing. And then he's like, yeah, we'll go with whatever the court orders. So, if you order...
No, but this is a dirty, stupid move by the SEC. Obviously, you're going to go with what the court orders, whether you like it or you don't. But they just say, yeah, you know what, you shouldn't do this. You're favoring Ripple over everybody else. But, if you do it, we're going to have to follow it. Yeah, you're going to have to follow it. And, this is what court are there to do. They're there for you to follow. I would just want to say thank you for the sub, Keong Tikau. Guys, please click that subscribe button. Let's go, Knights. I mean, we're so close to 8,000 subscribers. 9 away. 9 away from 8,000 subscribers. I know you guys can do it. Let's do it. Let's get these 9s. No, there's no news. There's not really news to get upon, but this court hearing is done. And
XRP is more like a cryptocurrency that just goes up in value. It's going to be an instant up in value. It doesn't grow slow growth. It's an up and coming one rocket to the moon.
we just had an email for a message.
Is the hearing over? Yes, it is over. But if you're here and you're in the live stream and you're not really sure or you missed some of it, I will have a video coming up where we summarize exactly what's going to be or what happened in this telephonic conference. Tell you guys the decision that actually happened. All of this is going to be in the video that gets uploaded right after this live stream. So make sure you are subscribed with your post notifications on to make sure you get all the latest news, including that. This was a useless hearing. It actually wasn't really a useless. It's one of the more valuable hearings out there. These are for privileged documents. If Ripple is to get those documents, the fair notice hearing would definitely be a lot easier for them, and they would basically, have enough evidence to get a win for the fair notice defense, which is very, very important to this case.
5 more subscribers and we're at 8,000 official subscribers. Let's see some work.
Okay, somebody's okay, but the judge is back or what? Well, the hearing is done. Now we are waiting for results. So the results for this hearing is going to take place, I think, 28th of September. On September 14, we'll go ahead and get the reply for Ripple or from the SEC, and then the 28th we'll receive the reply from the Ripple side, and then we'll get a hopefully a decision made on that.
Okay. I'm gonna step away. Bye.
Bye. This is getting, man, come on, this is getting old. See, so today was always, this is the issue here is that at this point, like the judge asked the SEC side, okay, how long do you guys need? And they're like, 2 weeks. Well, y'all don't want to go into work tomorrow. So the Ripple side said, or the SEC side said they want 2 weeks, and this is but that's what we've been saying. The SEC is kind of playing the dirty game where they are constantly trying to extend. They want to keep on wasting time. This is something that, again, I think a lot of people dislike. Their game idea of we're gonna make Ripple lose by making them spend as much money as possible, making sure they go broke, and basically just extending it is starting to work. And we are seeing again a nice recovery from Ripple, and this is what I've been talking about. XRP has been recovering. It's at 117. I did tell you guys it will recover, and here it is now doing what I just said. Maybe we can even see it hit that $1.20. If we can kind of stable around that range, that would just be fantastic. Interesting. El Salvador will create $150 million trust to instantly convert Bitcoin to dollars. That is fantastic. Brad Garlinghouse. The crypto uprising the SEC didn't see coming via orbs. So, Brad Garlinghouse, this has been clear from the start. The SEC's lawsuit isn't just about Ripple. It's about what impossible standards of fair notice and due process. Though regulation by enforcement could do the crypto innovation, anyone could be next without warning. At least one leaning I'll take from this experience. Never bet against the intensity and thoroughness of Twitter sloths. But again, the price is coming back. We are seeing a nice little recovery here. Guys, we are only 5 subscribers away from 8,000 subscribers. And you guys know how important that is. If we can hit 8,000 subscribers, it would be such an exciting day. SEC knows it's settlement time. Is it possible for a settlement? Again, like Jeremy Hogan said, anything is possible. You could see a settlement tomorrow. We could see one today in the afternoon. Anything is possible. How likely? I don't believe it is likely, and this is because, again, I don't think we'll see anything until at least the fair notice defense. Because and both sides, in this case, SC and Ripple, are putting everything into the fair notice defense. It would just be a waste of money and time if they were to settle now. Because to them, it's like everything they're putting is on the fair notice defense. If the fair notice defense comes out as a win for either side, that side is most likely going to win the lawsuit. And so I think both sides are putting so much in, it just wouldn't make any sense for them to ditch right now and say, okay, you know what, might as well settle. So I think if there's going to be any type of settlement, it is most likely going to be for when, what's it called? The fair notice defense is over. How many subs are we currently? We are so close. 1. How many subs away? We are 2 subscribers away from 8,000 subs, guys. Nonetheless, it's basically going to be the end of the live stream now. If we can get 2 people to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It says, once XRP booms, the first 30 minutes of realizing you have no more financial worries will be priceless. That's for sure. That is for sure. Alright, guys. We have been live streaming for, let's see how long. I've been live streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes, guys. It has definitely been one long 2 hours and 30 minutes. I need to go ahead and grab a cup of coffee. And you guys would know how sweet it would be to take a sip of that cup of coffee at 8,000 subs. But, let's see. Guys, we have just hit the juicy milestone of 8,000 subscribers. If everybody could, oh wow, 8,004 subscribers. Thank you guys all so much for clicking that sub button. I do have to say, it's been a very interesting time. Any verdict, guys? So I think we're going to see XRP being relisted. See, this is where I'm kind of at with XRP, and we'll kind of end off the stream on answering that question. Think we are going to see XRP being listed on any of the big exchanges soon? No. And my issue with this is, I do not believe any news. We just finished the telephone conference. There's a video that's going to be coming out summarizing it, telling you guys the decision and everything, so make sure you're subbed and that. But I don't think we're going to see any relistings of XRP. And my catch here is that until we really get an official decision on whether XRP is a security or a currency, we're not going to see any new exchanges. Coinbase is not going to relist it. Kraken is not going to relist it. Nothing is going to relist it. Because nobody wants to kind of take the risk of XRP turning out to be a security and then them getting sued. And this is why I believe if we're going to see any major relistings, it has to be if SEC and Ripple settle, or if Ripple wins a lawsuit. Otherwise, there is going to be no, there's going to be no way we're going to see any relistings. That's just how I see it. And at the end of the day here, even if, and this is why I'm not really worried, whether this lawsuit comes out to be a win or a loss, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a win. But whether it is a win or a loss, there is definitely going to be, XRP price still booming. Because XRP is not reliant on the United States of America. And this is what I see a lot of people getting mixed up with. Everybody's like, oh my God, it's going to crash if XRP goes to, or if XRP, loses the lawsuit, XRP price is going to go to 0. That's not possible. That's not what's going to happen. All that's going to happen is you're going to see Ripple take out its headquarters from the United States, ship to a different country, and start building there. And XRP price is still going to boom, and maybe eventually we will see, XRP forcibly get accepted. When you start getting all these countries accepting XRP as a cross-border payment, we've seen Egypt, Brazil, United Arab Emirates, all of these countries accept it and officially use it as cross-border payments. Well, now when a country wants to transfer, like when United Arab Emirates wants to transfer cash over to the United States and they're using XRP as a cross-border payment, then what? Then what's going to happen? They're going to be forcibly going to have to accept it. I heard everything on this case. Nothing changed except judge asked for a document on camera. So exactly what's going to happen, though, the result of this, what's going to happen is we'll see Judge Netburn right now. She's going to get all the documents. She's going to see the documents, and then she's going to decide whether she wants to give which documents to Ripple. And, of course, they're going to be doing the in-camera review. But that's what's going to be happening. I'll do a bit of a summary right now for you guys very quickly. For anybody that's brand new, summary of exactly what happened at the telephonic conference. Let me quickly do that. Let me see. See if I can pull that up. My notes once again. We'll do a quick summary and then I will go ahead and end off the live stream there. Okay, so here we are, guys. I'm going to start it off. So the call started off, of course, both sides were introducing who was going to speak on behalf of what. And we started off this telephonic conference. Y'all just hyping. Drives me crazy. Yeah, like right now, there's a lot of speculation. That's what it comes down to. Nothing is a guarantee. Nothing is 100. Okay, guys, I'm going to probably end up actually the live stream right here. I'll make a video and it will be up. It will basically be going over exactly what is happened, when we'll see the decision, what decision we are expecting, and all of that news. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're not. Make sure you guys like the live stream. I do believe XRP price is going to recover. We might even hit that 120 range, $1.20, which would be fantastic gains. But again, the video will be coming up. If you're not subscribed, make sure your post notifications are on so you get it first. And that's going to be the end of the live stream. Thank you guys all so much for watching. We've been live streaming for about an hour and 30 minutes. Make sure you go ahead and join my Twitter, which is down below. Twitter is, I got to say, the most, the place I post the most in. So if you want to get really all the latest news, follow me on Twitter. Crypto Geek News is where you want to go. It's probably the best place for anybody to go to get the latest news, especially when I post it. So again, make sure you are following me on Crypto Geek News. Not only that, somebody said let it drop so I buy more. I know, right? Me too. I'm waiting to buy more. But make sure you guys follow me on that. And if you want to top everything off, you guys can join the Discord as well, which I'm trying to go ahead and post on there. And if you are an extreme supporter, make sure you go ahead and join the channel. All the links are in the thingy right now, the comment section, and in the description. So make sure you guys are joining in. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys that have tuned in. And I'll see you next time.